Quería vivir chacalería y la pavé para la favela, donde estamos bellos que no son de novela. Si es bandida, no se rela. Todo el mundo come cuando la misma ha sido sin papela. Party noche y día, como vos se decía. Hey, 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 hey. What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Panama Lou here on Joke Lou. And today, I wanted to take advantage of this time and go ahead and do a review of my 2024 gun collection. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me get a couple of these things out the way. All right, so first and foremost, I'm gonna start with some of my smaller firearms. So the first one we're gonna do this year is gonna be my Taurus Model 856. You can see that right there. Now this is coming in with an MSRP of $363, and it has a 2-inch barrel here that you're seeing. So you got a 2-inch barrel right there. And this is of course shooting 38 special. It's a 6-shooter. Very nice looking firearm right there. I also do want to confirm that every firearm that I'm showing you in these videos has been cleared. So don't even worry about that. I cleared them right before recording, so everything is empty. But again, I do like this Taurus. It has a nice rubber grip, you know, and this all black one right here. But yeah, shooting 38 special. It's my only revolver. I do plan on getting more, but it's the only one I currently have. So next, let's go with my Ruger LCP Max. So let's get a nice look at that Ruger LCP Max. Turn it around. This one has an MSRP of $400, and this has a 2.8-inch barrel. This is shooting 380 auto. Again, clear. Nice little trigger right there. Take up. Bam, back on it. Now, this one originally comes with one 10-round magazine, and then I purchased a 12-rounder. As I've told people, this is one I carry with me on a regular basis in my backpack. If I'm riding my bike, I put it in my pocket. Like, this thing literally vanishes in my hand. You cannot see that I have a gun in my hand right now. You know what I mean? So there's that. Let's keep it moving. Now we're gonna go to my Beretta 80X Cheetah. This is also shooting 380 auto, empty mag. It also has a nice trigger. Just to let you see that real quick. Bam. And it's double action, single action. This is blowback. This firearm, I had issues with it. I sent it in to get worked on, and yeah, because every time I finished the last round in the magazine, the firearm didn't want to lock back. The slide didn't lock back, and I had to battle to get the magazine out. Actually, you know what? Let me see what the paperwork says. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I went ahead and looked for some paperwork straight in from Beretta. And what they said is that they investigated for safety and functionality. And they noted the customer's concern, my concern about the mag getting stuck. Upon further investigation, they found that the trigger over travel screw to be backed out into the mag area of the grip. So they adjusted the over travel screw and the issue went away. All right. So there's an over travel screw, and that was backed into the mag, which was making it not lock. One thing I did notice is that I changed the mag release because I'm left-handed. I changed it out here. They changed it back. Now, because this firearm is already giving me issues, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'll leave it that way for now. So we'll see. So yeah, those are some of my smaller ones. Now what I want to do is step into my FDE firearms. I only have 2 handguns that are firearms, so let's go ahead and get started first with my Glock 19X. All right, so you got the Glock 19X, clear, as I mentioned. The Glock 19X is coming in at 588 with a 4.02 inch barrel. As you can see, look at that trigger right there. Let's go ahead and get it ready to go. Got the trigger safety on this one. Let's see that reset. And right back. So it's a good trigger. I've put in a little work with it. I do like it. I haven't done any adjustments to it. I'm thinking about potentially having some modifications done to the slide so I could add a red dot on here. We'll see if I end up doing that. But yeah, this is a great firearm, sorry. Shooting 9mm. Next, we got the first purchase that inspired this channel, which is my Beretta M9A4. And this comes with an MSRP of $1,000 right here. This gun shoots great, awesome. Has a 4.9 inch, so damn near 5-inch barrel. Threaded barrel right there, as you can see. So you take that off and you can put on a suppressor if you get one, if you can find one. This one, single action, double action, like pretty much all Berettas are. Most of them, because you have a couple that don't have the hammer fire systems, but most of them are going to be hammer fired, and they'll be double action, single action. So here we go. You see that trigger right there, that reset. Let's take a look at that real quick. Snappy. Look at that. Bam, done. Yeah, this is one of my first ones. I shoot this one great. It is an all metal firearm, which I do have a great appreciation for, and I've had no issues with them. So again, that's one of the ones that inspired my channel. The Beretta M9A4 I just showed you, this was made in Tennessee. And of course the Beretta 80X Cheetah was made in Italy. And it actually says it right there on the frame, on the slide. So let's go into a couple other ones. Empty magazine. All right, so here we have the Springfield Armory XD Mod 3. This one with an MSRP of $325. And this one has a 4-inch steel forged barrel. You got Picatinny rail right there. It is optic ready, so you can definitely do that. This one, again, my most recent videos, it has the grip safety. As I remember mentioning in there, you cannot engage the slide unless you have that grip safety engaged. And then this one is also going to have a trigger safety, as you see there. So let's go ahead and check that out. Little sponginess, little something there. Still great trigger for me personally. Bam. But yeah, so I've had this one for 2 months, give or take. Got some good rounds through it. Still in the process of getting more magazines. This comes with only one 16-round magazine, but they do give you a little coupon or code so that you can get some more magazines, get a discount on more. Next, let's go with one of the firearms that's been my main EDC, everyday carry. And that is gonna be my Smith & Wesson Performance Center MP9 Shield Plus. This one, again, is Performance Center, so it comes with a Crimson Trace red dot, which, I mean, when I did my EDC video, I said that it was serviceable. This thing is still going. I've had this firearm for a good 2 years and it has not died on me yet, the Crimson Trace. There's been times where I forget the little cap and it's still going. Where is it? I don't know, the little top to turn off the light. it's still going. Again, with this one, you're getting that threaded barrel, 2 cuts in there, and the slide has 6. This one is coming in at roughly $900 with a 3.1 inch barrel. I don't have the magazine in here because, again, this is one of my daily carries, so I actually have the one, you know, when I gathered all of these firearms, the magazine that was here had ammo in it. So I did not want to have a magazine with ammo in it for the video, so you just get my Smith & Wesson without that. But yeah, this is a great firearm. I love using this one. I've gotten a great practice with it. It feels good in my hand once you have the magazine, because as you can see, there's that little dip there. But once you have the magazine, it's flush, and I have that space for my pinky. And again, the red dot is simple. It's simplistic. It's not like some of the other ones I have where you can make adjustments. This one is just pretty simple, but it's a great firearm nonetheless. Next, let's go with one of my favorite out of my collection, which I'm actually gonna do adjustments to. This video, the video for this one, this is my Beretta 92X Compact. I'll give you that other angle there. This one is also made in Tennessee, and this Beretta 92X Compact is coming in at $679 with a 4.2 inch barrel. Also shoot a 9mm empty. Great trigger as well. Let's check that out. Look at that. Hold on. Let's do it one more time. Check that out. All right. So this is one of my favorite firearms. I love how they did the magazine like this because it really just gives me that extra bit of real estate that I needed for my pinky and for it to feel good. It's long but compact at the same time. So it's just like the perfect combination for me personally. Now I am in the works of getting some new grips. So I'm gonna change these grips out. I'm working with someone and I'll provide that information in that video. One thing I did want to mention is because, again, the 92X video was released, I want to say almost a year ago, if not over a year ago. And it's still one of the best performing ones. Whenever I go through my YouTube studio and I check out what videos are doing right now, over the last 48 hours, this gun, the video for this firearm, is always in there in the top 3 or so. So apparently a lot of people like the 92X, so I will be making some modifications. And again, I'm non-sponsored. All of my guns I bought myself. I'm non-sponsored, but what I am doing is the grips. I paid for them, but I have a discount code for anyone else who wants to get some, get a 10% discount or so on some grips. And you'll see, I'll show you details. So you can see, look, this is missing a screw right there. You can see the wear and tear on these, because I do use this firearm, so you can see they're just a little worn. All right. Yeah, this is my Beretta 92X Compact, one of my favorite firearms in my collection. Let's go ahead and go over here. All right, so this, again, one thing you're noticing that I do have Smith & Wesson in my collection. It's a great brand. I have a great appreciation for them. And this is a Springfield Armory, obviously. But let's go ahead and take a look at this Springfield Armory Prodigy. All right. It's a double stack 1911 coming in at $1,500 with a 4.25 inch barrel. And double stack 1911, which is essentially the same as a 2011, because that's what a 2011 is. It's a double stack 1911. This is a great firearm. One thing I did have to learn is that, you know, I can't use any ammo with this particular firearm. These firearms do require a little more love. It's like a racehorse, you know what I mean? It's not just no regular donkey horse animal around there. This is a racehorse. You know, you treat a racehorse with a certain amount of love and care, maintenance and upkeep. So if you're not willing to do that, then getting into the 1911s, be it double stack or not, is probably not the best thing for you. or at least going with a single stack, so just a regular 1911. Those are going to be cheaper, $600-700. You can find one, Kimber or one of those other brands you might be able to get, and you can go that route if you want to. But again, these require a little more love. But once I started to make sure to use 124 grain bullets, that's when the issue stopped. You know, I was having some issues where it wouldn't fully come all the way back, the slide. But once I used better grain quality, that's when I didn't have issues. Because most of these other firearms, all of these other 9mm that you see on the table or that I've showed you, I use 115 at the range, easy. The brand doesn't matter, 115. I just buy 115 wherever I get it, bam, and it just runs through it like nothing. But with this one, I did have to switch that up and do 124. So again, Springfield Armory Prodigy. If you get one, take care of it. Make sure you use the proper grain in your ammo so that you get the best of the product. Let's go with another Springfield Armory. Empty magazine. All right. So here we have the Springfield Armory Echelon. This is coming in at around $600 with a 4.5-inch barrel. It's also shooting 9mm. I have a Hellion 507C on there. As you can see, it has a solar panel there. Had no issues with this red dot. Again, this one you can change to where you just have the dot, the circle with the dot, or just the circle. So, I mean, you got options with this one, which I appreciate. And I've also been told by several people who have this one that, you know, they've had no issues with the battery. They've had it for 5 years and the batteries work good the whole time. This one is also one of my favorites. It's very grippy, a lot of texture. You got it on the trigger guard, the front bottom of the trigger guard, pedals right here as far as like putting your thumbs. You got it on both sides. One thing I like about this one is that it has the AMB mag release there. You know what I'm saying? And then also when you look at the trigger lock, it's gonna have that on both sides as well. So trigger lock right there. You know what I mean? So yeah, great firearm. I like the trigger on this one as well. Go ahead and just check out that reset. Bam, looking good. This one also has a trigger safety. So that's something to keep in mind. A lot of people like safeties. I personally can do just fine without them, especially the traditional safety. I don't really need it. I'm fine without it, but this does have that. All right, and so the last handgun that we're gonna do today, let me bring that in the picture. Also one of my favorites, I would say this is the Shadow System MR920P Elite. All right, they have different editions. They got Poet and different things, and this one's considered Elite. This one is coming in at $989 with a 4.5-inch barrel as well. This one is compensated. I've done a video on this one. If you've seen my channel, go ahead and check that out. But yeah, bronze fluted barrel. So it's a 4.5-inch bronze fluted barrel. Look at that. That is clean. That's clean. I don't know what to tell you. If you like guns, you get it. And then of course I paired it with the TLR7X. Bam. You feel me? FDE. I went FDE because I felt that FDE paired nicely with the bronze. And then I use a Glock 19 mag, which is also FDE. But yeah, this is my Shadow System MR920P Elite. Definitely a big fan. Also, this one I don't have the magazine in there because I keep it loaded and ready to go in-house. So let's check out this trigger real quick. Like it. I'm very accurate with this one. I'm a big fan. I will definitely look into Shadow System more. They're local to Texas. I live in Central Texas and they are in Texas. What do we have here? I think, yeah, Plano, Texas. So yeah, definitely look into them. Some people like to call them a glorified Glock clone. I mean, you can use Glock 19X Max, so I guess, you know, there's maybe some partial truth there. Me, I just like to mind my business, you feel me? It's a great firearm, that's all I know. So yeah, that concludes the handgun portion. Let me go ahead and get these off the table, and then we can go ahead and look at shotguns and rifles. All right, we back. I figured what we'll do is start with my shotguns. I'll get that out of here. Let's start off with the shotgun. So this is my very first shotgun I got. It's my Mossberg Maverick 88 Security. This one, Maverick 88 Security. This one came in FDE. I changed out the original stock to this Tactical Fury one. I added this heat shield. I changed out the front sight. And I added this Picatinny rail, which also gives me space for to hold six more shells. So yeah, this is, again, I'm a big fan. I've done a lot with this one. It's so empty, as you can see here. Empty. But yeah, Mossberg Maverick 88, well modified. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 modifications that I've done on this one. Definitely a big fan and enjoy shooting it and showing it off. But yeah, let's go to the next one. I would say the next one I purchased is gonna be my Mossberg 590S, as you can see there. And now what I did on this one, the only thing I've really done is change out the stock and forehand. So I got Magpul. These are gray MOE Magpul forend right there. And stock. And if you notice, I added all the extra stoppers on there. With me being long, I just kind of wanted to empty as well. Great sight. I love that ring sight there. And I left the original front sight as well. And then from there we go to one of our most anticipated shotgun purchases and purchases of this calendar year as well. I spent some time looking for this. This is my Mossberg Shockwave 590S. So this is a 590S right here. This is the Shockwave 14-inch barrel right there. The beauties of both of these 590Ss is that you can use 1.75 inch, 2.75 inch, and 3-inch shells. So that gives you some versatility. Just going back to this one real quick, that gives me like 13 plus 1. 13 plus 1. And in here, I'm getting roughly 8 or 9 plus 1. Now, again, this is smaller, it's easier to maneuver with this, you feel me? If I'm doing self-defense, I'm also looking into potentially getting a laser on here so I can do, you know, sighted, the laser, and then do point shoot. So that's something I'm looking to empty as well. I like the safety mechanism that they have on this one. Red for dead, or danger, or fire. Black means we are good. But yeah, this is a great firearm. It still has the gold bead sight, the basic one that they provide. I'll probably change that out here in 2025. Definitely something I'm looking into doing. But yeah, these are my current shotguns. All the firearms that I'm looking at today were purchased since the beginning of the channel, or the calendar year. So 2023, 2024, this is all that I've purchased within that time frame, and that's what we're going through. So these are the 3 shotguns I've purchased. All of them I've done videos on, so if you follow my channel, you've seen them. If not, definitely check those out. My Mossberg / shotgun videos are some of the most viewed I have on my channel. I'm currently in the like 800 range, so I'm still working on getting my numbers up, trying to get to 1,000 and just keep climbing. But until then, you know, I appreciate everybody who's here on the journey with me. So if you haven't, please hit that like button and subscribe. But let's go ahead and go to the last group. I'm gonna look at my rifles that I've purchased during this time frame as well. So just give me a minute, I'll be right back. All right, what's going on, people? We back. Let's close this thing out with a bang, why don't we? We're gonna start off with the Ruger 1022. And that's because it shoots 22 long rifle. Now, I'll be honest, this is my least used firearm. One thing, I mean, I have to stop in there and just letting you know that it's clear. This is one of my least used firearms. I'm not the biggest fan of 22 long rifle as a caliber. Obviously, you can buy better quality of it, but it's still, to me, a dirtier round and more susceptible to jams, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I've used it. It wasn't that expensive. I don't remember the price right now. But, yeah, it's here. I got it. I got one, you feel me? Let's go with my very first rifle now. This is a Springfield Armory Saint. All right. Take a look at that. And with this one, I have a Sig Romeo right here. This is a great red dot. I'm definitely a fan of it. Got the on and off button and changing it from 1 to 10, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely a fan of this one. And you got the front sight, you can't do anything to that bad boy. That thing is there, you stuck with that. The back one is adjustable, up, down, and you can go left and right. So that's very nice. I haven't really done any modifications to this one. Still got the stock button, you know what I mean? Everything's stock, outside of me adding that Sig Romeo. But it's a great fire gun, great rifle just as is. And I haven't seen a need to make too many mods, but I do want to start doing more mods in the year 2025. So that's definitely something to look out for. Actually, I lied. I lied. So right here inside, you can actually move this up. So you can make some minor adjustments to that. But yeah. And then last but not least, one of my most anticipated purchases of the year. Clear. You know, we clear. But for aesthetic purposes, let's put that back in. All right, so this is gonna be my Springfield Armory Hellion. This was purchased this year as well. So essentially, I ended up with 5 Springfield Armory products. Definitely a fan of the brand. Definitely a fan. I love this Hellion because it is very versatile and left-handed friendly. The charging handle, we're gonna work there. I'll take that out. Charging handle is gonna work for everybody, lefty or righty. Mag release is right here, so again, easy for anybody to take that out. You feel me? Even the ejection port. So right now it's set up for the right, to come out the right. You know what I mean? But you can switch it to the left. I do intend on doing that. Now, right now, again, because this is a bullpup, the actions move further back. With that being the case, when I am shooting, they are coming out closer. I've actually had shell casings hit my beard, get close to my face. So one thing I will recommend is that if you do end up purchasing a bullpup, especially this one, which is, you can make those adjustments, I would definitely switch it out if you're left-handed. Switch it so that it comes out the left. So it comes out on the side, because, you know, again, you don't want shell casings hitting you in the face. You don't want to feel the need to make too many adjustments. Another thing I really enjoy is the quality of these pop-up iron sights. They pop right up, spring into action, bam. You got adjustments you can do on here. And on the back one, you got M-lock slots out the wazoo there to put anything on, you know what I'm saying? So it's quality product. This is adjustable as well. I don't mess with it too much, but there you go. Make it even smaller if you want to. But yeah, this is the Springfield Armory Hellion, and this was one of my most anticipated purchases of the year, and I'm definitely thankful to have added it to my collection. So yeah, that's what I've got for you guys. I do appreciate you guys tuning in, and if you have any questions about any of the firearms, or if you have any suggestions for things and you want to see in the year of 2025, definitely make sure to leave the comments. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Now I'll just show a quick video that has all these on one table, kind of like the thumbnail. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Check that out and have a good rest of your day.